In the heart of Sudan, in the Daju village of Olgosa, a young girl named Josephine lived a life of innocence and joy. Born around 1869, her days were filled with the laughter of siblings and the warmth of her family's love. The arid landscape of Darfur, dotted with traditional huts, was her playground. But the late 19th century was a perilous time in Sudan, where the slave trade cast a dark shadow over countless lives. Josephine's peaceful existence was about to be shattered, setting her on a path of unimaginable horrors and extraordinary redemption. This is the story of Saint Josephine Bakhita, a woman whose journey from slavery to sainthood continues to inspire millions, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, hope can endure. In 1877, at the tender age of 7, Josephine's world was torn apart. While tending to her family's animals near Olgosa, she was ambushed by Arab slave traders. The terror of that moment was so profound that she forgot her birth name, a loss that symbolized the erasure of her identity. Her captors mockingly named her Bakhita, meaning fortunate in Arabic, a cruel irony given the suffering that awaited her. Forced to march barefoot over 600 miles to the slave markets of El Obeid, she endured hunger, exhaustion, and the constant threat of violence. This was the brutal reality of the 19th century African slave trade, where millions were ripped from their homes, their lives reduced to commodities. Bakhita's abduction marked the beginning of a harrowing journey, yet it also sowed the seeds of her remarkable resilience. For the next 12 years, Bakhita's life was a relentless cycle of cruelty. Sold 5 times, she passed through the hands of increasingly brutal owners. One of the most horrific experiences came at the hands of a Turkish general's family, who subjected her to a barbaric ritual. Using a razor, they carved 114 intricate patterns into her skin, rubbing salt and flour into the wounds to ensure permanent scarring, a mark of ownership that branded her like cattle. The pain was excruciating, yet Bakhita endured. She later reflected, "I felt I was like a wild plant, not worth looking at, growing alone in a forgotten corner." Despite the physical and emotional torment, her spirit remained unbroken. Each sail, each beating, tested her resilience, but a quiet strength grew within her, a spark of hope that refused to be extinguished. Her story mirrors the plight of countless others in the slave trade, a dark chapter that resonates with modern struggles against human trafficking. In 1883, Bakhita's life took a pivotal turn when she was sold to Callisto Legnani, the Italian consul in Khartoum. Unlike her previous owners, Legnani treated her with a semblance of respect, offering a glimpse of humanity she had rarely known. His household was a stark contrast to the brutality she had endured, and Bakhita began to sense the possibility of a different life. When Legnani decided to return to Italy due to political unrest in Sudan, Bakhita pleaded to accompany him, her intuition guiding her toward a new horizon. This decision marked the beginning of her journey to freedom, faith, and purpose, setting the stage for her transformation from victim to victor. In Italy, Bakhita was entrusted to the care of the Canossian Sisters in Venice, while Legnani's family traveled. There, she encountered Christianity for the first time, feeling an immediate connection to its message of love and redemption. When her former owner's family demanded her return to Sudan, Bakhita stood firm, refusing to go back to a life of enslavement. The case escalated to an Italian court, where, in a landmark 1889 decision, the judge ruled that since slavery was illegal in Italy, Bakhita had been free from the moment she set foot on Italian soil. This legal victory was a triumph not only for Bakhita but also for the broader fight against slavery, marking the dawn of her true liberation. On January 9, 1890, Bakhita was baptized, taking the name Josephine Margaret Fortunata. She joined the Canossian Daughters of Charity, dedicating her life to God and serving others with humility and compassion. Her journey from slavery to religious life became a beacon of hope, inspiring those around her. Even during the chaos of World War II, when her convent in Shio was bombed, Bakhita remained a source of strength, comforting others with her unshakable faith. She once said, "Be good, love the Lord, pray for those who do not know him." Her life embodied this message, transforming pain into purpose. Josephine Bakhita passed away on February 8, 1947, but her legacy endures. Canonized on October 1, 2000, by Pope John Paul II, she became the first African woman declared a saint in the modern era. Her feast day, February 8th, is a global celebration of her life and her role as the patron saint of Sudan and victims of human trafficking. Pope Francis has frequently highlighted her significance, notably in 2023, when he praised her as a model of forgiveness during his general audience. On February 8, 2024, for the 10th World Day of Prayer and Awareness Against Human Trafficking, he urged the world to follow her example, stating, "Together, let us walk in the footsteps of Saint Bakhita, the religious sister from Sudan, who as a child was sold into slavery and was a victim of traffickers. Let us remember the wrong she endured, her suffering, but at the same time, her strength and her journey of liberation and rebirth to a new life." In the USA, where human trafficking affects an estimated 1.5 million people annually, Bakhita's story resonates deeply. Organizations like Caritas Bakhita House in London draw inspiration from her, offering safe havens for trafficking survivors. Her life reminds us that transformation is possible, even in the face of profound darkness. Saint Josephine Bakhita's life is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of faith. From the depths of human cruelty to the heights of sainthood, her journey inspires us to confront injustice and offer hope to those who suffer. In a world where 40.3 million people remain trapped in modern slavery, her story is a call to action. As we reflect on her legacy, let us commit to shining a light in the darkest corners just as she did. Saint Bakhita's words echo through time. "The Lord has loved me so much. We must love everyone." Let us honor her by living out that love. If you love the story, please like this video and subscribe to our channel.